Hello, welcome to some sort of weird video from possibly that's my channel. I guess today we're just taking pictures of scenery because I never do. I don't know, I guess it's just because I don't want people to see any of my world. Mainly because if somebody actually watched any of these videos, it might be embarrassing. Now, one of you, doubt it, but one of you might wonder, Randy, why are you doing this? Why can't you just, make a video of it and just keep it on your phone, not on YouTube? Well, so I can hold myself accountable. So, for once in my life, I can actually explain myself, you might say. I know no one's really interested in me, but there are some times when I can be interesting. I don't know. I'm fairly a boring person. I've always had a really creative mind though. Like, for instance, I can tell a story. Even stupid stories. I've always been good at telling them. I don't know. Maybe my life has been sad enough where I just kind of wanted something fictional that was happy. That being said, I love sad endings. I don't know why, but I do. I guess they're more meaningful, more dramatic. When the hero dies and saving the world, or when you have the guy who's hated, brutally hated by everyone because they don't really understand him, or they just don't like him, or he's not the popular one, which is usually the case. But turns out he's the hero. He's done a lot of bad things in his life, but when it comes right down to it, he's the one who sacrifices his life for everyone. Like, I came up with a story. It's like a post-apocalyptic story where every one of my stories I think of like a movie. That's how I work it out in my head. It starts off like, post-apocalyptic, platform, little desert trees. You see a small little village or whatever. They're not completely lost in technology. They have windmills and, battery systems and all that stuff, but for the most part, because of World War III, everything's either irradiated or most batteries are dead. Just new ones they've cooked up. And they started off fine. This woman, she just gave birth to twins and everything. And out of nowhere you hear sirens. Apparently they're being attacked by the Horde. Or that's what they're shouting. The Horde. The Horde is apparently this group that's showed up in the past year, that they're utterly brutal. And however, for some reason this woman and this man is extremely scared. After the attack, the man rushes out. Um, After about 10 minutes or so, or it seems like 10 minutes, another man walks in. He has a mask on, and he looks at the woman, and she goes, "It's you." And she says, "I never meant to hurt you." And he goes, "But you did. You both did. You stabbed me, and you left me the side of that tree to die. And now I'm going to have my revenge for what you did." It's at that point the other man comes in, and they fight. The masked man, kills him, and he reaches over. Actually, no, it wasn't at that point. They're fighting, and all of a sudden, the guy who came in pulls out a dart gun. The masked man moves his hand and shoots and hits the woman in the chest, killing her. The man looks over, and he actually starts to shed a tear and looks down and starts to walk off, when all of a sudden he hears a baby crying. And not one but two. And it's the moment he just looks them in the face and he realizes she didn't just betray him because she wanted to. She knew that by staying with him, the children would grow up like him. And he didn't want that. And she knew that not only did he not want that, but she didn't want that. That's why she left. And she ended up hooking up with a friend because, well, the friend actually was. She knew the friend was secretly in love with her, so he went that route. Anyway, it skips ahead, several years, and you see a army unit protecting a village. Now, yes, they do have guns, like I said, and mainly swords, arrows, stuff like that. Guns are limited because, well, getting a hold of gunpowder and everything. Well, anyways, the fight's going on, and one of the men, they go, "Sir, we don't know. Our left flank is being attacked." And the guy goes, "Don't worry, Dad's got this." You see a guy smoking a cigar walk out, got a sword, and there's like 15 guys rushing towards him, and they just stop all of a sudden. And he's like, "Come on, guys, make this interesting." So a fight breaks out, and they kind of skip to another scene, then skip back, and he basically killed every one of them off scene. It's done this for a reason because, well, you don't actually know who he is. Well, you might. Anyways, the guy in charge, he is extremely badass. He's fast, nimble, and his father has taught him how to use a sword. What's even more badass is his sister. She uses something like police batons, 2 of them. They're just spiked at the ends, and she is ungodly lethal with these weapons. See? Pretty. Well, during this battle, the younger general finds this girl who's really scared, and the young guy goes up. We're gonna call him Dalen. He walks up to him and goes, "Don't be afraid, I'm not gonna hurt you." And she pulls out a knife and tries to stab him. Lucky for him, his sister's there, and she basically disarms him and basically punches her and knocks her out. Dalen looks at his sister, Twyla, and says, "You didn't have to do that." And she goes, "I know, but it was fun." So they take her prisoner, and walk off. At this time, you find out that they're actually a mercenary unit. There's actually 40 of them. And apparently in the past 5 years, they've become incredibly popular. They've helped defend the smaller encampments, smaller towns, and the ruling organization they call the Empire, oddly enough, is wanting to hire them. They're actually wanting this contract because it pays a lot of money. In the process of them getting done with this mission, which completes their contract, so that it opens them up so they can actually go to work for the Empire and start making big money, they all go on party. Pops, as he's called, says, "I'm getting drunk." And Twyla says, "You know what? So am I." Nico, I already forgot the kid's name. Guy's name. I'm just gonna call him Nico. I'll probably forget it. Says, "You guys go ahead. I got stuff I gotta do." It's at this point Nico kind of starts questioning her. Oh, yeah, I know. Scenery. Anyways, he starts questioning her, and he realizes she's trying to escape the horde that she was promised to the leader. Apparently, he killed her younger brother when they were children, and he wants to kill her now. So he's like, "Alright, I'll see what I can do, but I can't promise you anything." It's at that time, at the bar, the sister's like, "I don't know why Nico's messing around with this girl. I mean, she tried to kill him, for God's sakes." Pops returns, "Well, you know your brother. He likes broken things. I was the same way when I was his age. Leave him alone." "You know, Pops, I don't understand how he's your son. He's nothing like you." "Hey, I mean, our brother's good looking, nice, and barely drinks. You're an alcoholic, scarred up slush. Yeah, your Christmas is canceled." "You mean we were gonna have Christmas?" Anyways, I guess I'll leave it there. That's story time. I'll finish the story later on today or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Anyways, maybe if you guys like it, become a subscriber. I think that's how it works. And if not, oh well. Later.